and today we're going to be making a flower turkey. I'm going to start off with some brown frosting going over my little potato shape in brown. And then after that outline is done, I'm going to use the same frosting, adding a little bit more pressure and filling it in. Then you might notice I might have some gaps. That's totally fine. You can use a toothpick or a needle and spread that frosting out so it covers the cookie and there's no more gaps. Next, this is the time where you will grab your eyeballs. I have a little container full of eyeballs. I'm going to sprinkle them out so I can pick what two eyeballs look the best for my turkey. Using either your fingers or tweezers, you're going to pick up those eyeballs and place them wherever you want on your turkey. Every turkey is different and they all have their own personality. This is our first layer and we're going to let it sit for a few minutes before I start on our second one. Welcome back to our second layer. Our first layer has set enough so when I touch it, no frosting appears on my finger, so that gives me the go ahead to do our second coat. We're going to be doing two colors, one at the top and another on the bottom sides. My top color is going to be yellow, but yours can be anywhere where you want. I'm going to follow my little outline I have for the top using pressure. I'm also going to go around the head, and that's my outline, and with the same frosting I'm going to be doing a flood. So I'm going to be going around it. If you have gaps, that's alright, we're going to be fixing that later. Now with my little toothpick, I'm going to spread out the frosting and fill up any of those gaps I might have to cover this section of the cookie. And that's our second part one layer. Next, I'm going to choose my other color. This could either be your red color or your orange color. And we're going to do it at these bottom ones so they don't touch the yellow. And I'm just going to be following my outline I've made so I know where things go. Touching our head of the turkey. And then adding more pressure, I am going to flood the rest of that outline. It's okay if I have gaps because I will be filling in those gaps with my toothpick. Just spreading out the frosting, covering that part of the cookie. And now I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to twist this around so I have a better view. And repeat that step with the same color red. Making the outline and then filling in the rest of that part of the cookie. And with the few gaps I have, I'm going to use my toothpick and spread the frosting out. And that's what it looks like right now. So I'm going to let this sit for another few minutes before we start our next layer. Welcome back. We're going to be doing our second to last layer, filling in those two spaces with my color orange. And you can still see part of the outline, so I'm going to touch the yellow, go around, touch the red, and connect my orange. Now I'm going to fill it up and cover that part of the cookie. And with all the gaps I have, I'm going to use my toothpick, and I'm going to spread the frosting around so it covers that part of the cookie. I'm starting to see the turkey. It's coming out so nicely. Now we gotta do the other side. So I'm gonna twist my little turntable around so I have a better angle. And same thing, touching the yellow, going around the head, touching the red, and connecting. Now we're gonna flood the rest of the cookie in our orange color. Now with all the gaps, again, I'm going to spread out the frosting and make sure the cookie is fully covered. And that's our turkey. Now I know that my brown is set, so I'm going to take part of my yellow and make a beak. And I'm doing a little practice so I know what I want it to look like. And every beak is different. There's that cute little beak. And I'm going to take the red and make the little gobble part. On the side I'm doing a small little practice so I kind of know what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to go right on the crevice of that beak. It can be as much or as little as you want. All turkeys are different. And that is our turkey. And one last thing to add is our little personality to the turkey. Adding some hairs to the top of him, because right now he kind of looks like a potato. So I'm gonna spin this around and get another angle. You can add as many tiny little hairs as you want to give this turkey a personality. Doing these tufts, and that's our turkey that we have finished. Now let that set, and then you can eat it whenever you want.